Oh, it was power here. Now we're finally here. So we're gonna be unboxing this half and then this half. So we're gonna be unboxing the Ultra Changers and then the Progrise Keys. So moving these off to the side, obviously these were in the order I stuck them at from its original unboxing. So I didn't know how heavy holding Progrise Keys were. Maybe if I didn't get 11. This is like the most I got a gimmick. The second most was probably with the ride watches. I got 9 of those in one order. Yeah. So we're gonna be having fun with the eyes and then the X divisor. So yeah. So I think technically of how I'm doing things, I'm doing an unboxing of things that are going to get reviewed the week after, which is kind of redundant, but you got the Progrise Keys in the mix. So obviously we get the Zero Eye, yeah, which is obviously Zero's first transformation device, or the first iteration of it, because obviously in G it gets evolved into this thing, but it's just that obviously movie budget, they just repainted it and such. We'll get into that later. So let's crack open our first thing. This box is really huge. If I were to pull out this, they're basically the same. What the heck? Like, why? So I really wonder what makes this bulkier, that they had to slim it down, because this is like, this is half the size. So I wonder why it's this bulky. Okay, that's huge. Man, this is, I don't know if this would technically count as oldest thing I have. Technically it doesn't, but because technically I have like used vinyls, like the ones that Tetsu gives me that are older. Yeah, it's cut on the side too, that's fine. I might as well just, I really don't remember if I cut these or if I just ripped them. But I don't know, I'm just lazy and just cut them. Man. Ultra Zero Eye itself. Wow. Oh my gosh. Man, I already explained this in the unboxing, the main unboxing, not the unboxing within the unboxing, but this has been a toy I've been wanting for a while, ever since it got released. But wow, it does say that you can like remove this. Yeah. So you can, like... Yeah, so there's like a switch. So... And the vision of it is... blurry. But how do I put this back in? Because essentially I know it's like, power, why the heck would this be the first thing you do? Why does my thumb have dry blood? I apologize for that. That's not gonna get censored because it's not bleeding, but... Oh my gosh, how do I get this back in? Oh, that's interesting. It clips in. There's a peg here, and it clips in. That's interesting. I'm surprised there's no pull tab. Although this is made in like 2010, so yeah. From what I know, the only thing that this is actually to make this different from the original release is that this is actually lacking paint. So I know the major thing is that it's missing the red paint here, and I think it might be missing some silver around. I think this gunmetal is supposed to be like down here, but then it's not. So yeah, but anyways, let's turn it on. So then this the gun mode, which I don't recall at all, because it's been like 10 years since I saw this movie. I was like 9, so. And then obviously, it's so nice to have the authentic zero transmission. So this is how it looks. This is technically how it's supposed to look. So yeah, it's just blurry. So yeah. You can't do anything with this button, but overall, it's a really good toy. It's just really nice to actually own this. This is one of the few re-releases I'm proud of, unlike the Sengoku driver. I'm just gonna keep talking about how much I dislike the re-release of the Sengoku driver. It's so disheartening towards me. Like, it's just a disheartening re-release because it's like, I was so excited for it. I was so psyched for it. And then when they announced, oh yeah, it's only going to come with orange and Gaim's faceplate, that turned me off right away. Like, you don't do that. So here's a semi-re-release. It's just a simplified version of the original DX version, which is why it's not the DX X divisor. It's just the Legend Ultra Henshin Series X divisor. I like that they provide this because I can't pull it. Oops. I like how sturdy it feels. And obviously there's no scanner. I would take out my spark doll, but it's all the way out in the door. So this one actually requires batteries. I don't like the fact it requires 3, because this is, for what it does, it doesn't need to require that much. So I'll pull my stash right there. I can't get this. Yeah, I'm actually scrapping it. Huh. I can't get this. Why do you have to do this to me? Oh my gosh. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a flathead. Okay, so I took this. This is Reagan's tool set, so. This is the thing I don't like about these screws, is that they get like scrapped so easily. So this only just needed 2. I guess 1 is for the LEDs, but I'm honestly just gonna keep this flathead next to me. Like if I want to play with Trinity, because Trinity is now at the point where it's like completely scrapped because of the fact I have to keep constantly unscrewing it and screwing it back in if I want to use the batteries or if I want to play with it, because I have to use the pull tab. But yeah, so yeah, and here's my X Spark doll. While you can still position it here, you can't, it won't read obviously, so, which sucks. So I can never get a proper X transmission, but oh. Wow. I forgot you were supposed to hold the buttons.
強力なパワーです。コンディションをチェックします。コンディション良好です。X から通信です。怪獣が町に出現しました。ただいまの警戒態勢、怪獣出現。
Was that it or I don't remember. So is there like 9 phrases? Did I go through those? I don't know. I don't know if this is signifying if you press it. I think. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's unite. Wait. I thought you were supposed to do the transformation already. Man, to hear the authentic X transformation is amazing. Wait, so if you just press it then it... So then, that's when, for me personally, this is where I would do this. Eleking? For the sake of this, I'm just going to do the transformations. Whoops. Okay, so did they actually install like stoppers? They installed stoppers in here? Wow. Okay. So, there's a stopper. So then you don't slide in a card. So then you don't just slide in a card. Wow. Okay. Good thing I still had this here. So, you don't get a finisher with Ultimate Zero, sadly. But you don't get a finisher with X either. Which sucks. You don't get the Zynamin and Coulson. How did I get... But with this re-release, what I gathered, or what I can tell from the original release, is that they actually updated that this is a higher quality speaker. So... I get it. Okay. So you stay up there. You turn off.
サイバーサイバーサイバーサイバーウルティメイトサイバーコモラ振動波サイエレキング電撃波サイベムスターリバーサイゼットン火炎だウルティ行くぞ
What was I gonna say about this? How do... Yeah, I would not recommend to use like these cards just because of their cardboard. But I don't believe I have any cards that are like plastic because I don't have, because Orb did not do it. I don't have any other card-based series because if I had the cards from the like decade and such, yeah. But this is just fun. It's just thrust it, done that, and then X. So it's like technically I have the package, but I don't. So last but not least, the new generation eye. Again, just like this toy, you have to hold the buttons down. So but yeah, essentially all three of these were the same exact price. I think this one was $2 less, but all of these were around the same price, which isn't bad. Okay, it's the same thing again, like Zero. Except the person that, or the machine that did the tape here did not do it completely. I don't know, the taping is like by machine, by man, who knows, because we know machines are like disregarded because, you know, humans are all better and such. If Zaya was ever real. All of us activating for androids would just be dead. So yeah, I'm actually surprised that this is actually in plastic because the original Ultra Zero Eye Neo wasn't. But I guess because they're actually trying to like change up how they do their packaging, I guess I understand. So here's the new generation eye, and it's literally. Yeah, so I guess what I can tell is that, like, they purposely slimmed out the Ultra Zero Eye because this is huge. Like, this is just huge, while this is just simple. And this one has a pull tab. But they still kept the connection ports for the G riser. It still has the trans stamp of 2017, and it's that's honestly the biggest reason why I kind of want a G riser now, just for the use of, just because I'm like, this actually gives this toy more functionality. And then again, this one is still yellow, but actually not blurry. It's actually really clear. So, yeah, because this one's more yellow. This isn't orange. Orange kind of makes it blurry. Yeah. So. Okay, so you press it once. But I don't know whose grunt is supposed to be. And who's that? But, because I want to say that's Titus and Fuma, but I don't know. What? Yep. That's basically it. I don't like how watched in this was, but I want to see if it will do the... There. So, like, surprisingly, this actually does more than the original, like, initial Ultra Zero I knew. Because that only had, like, 2 sounds when you just circled around. But this one actually does, like... Oh, okay, it only does 1 sound when you press it. Because then, like, it has, like, 5 sounds as a whole. But then it does more functionality with the Jade Riser, so... And I guess I will say, like, this one's more comfortable at, like, doing it than this one. Because this one is kind of bulky. And then the button is kind of, like... there, and also you're covering the speaker if you do this, because here the speaker is just up here, so yeah. So that's it for our Ultraman devices. Obviously I like them all. So obviously, like, this is our... It's basically... because they're at 3 different calibers. So, this is our typical... This is our, like, typical... like, repurpose a previous item for the movie kind of thing. That's fine. This is our... okay, let's re-release this, but then, like, simplify it so then people can have the same fun. And then this one's just a straight-up re-release. So... yeah, I don't... man, if I really want to rank this, I kind of want to... I want to see the X Divisor, but then at the same time, this one, like, this one is just straight up how it originally was 10 years ago. This one is almost the exact same, but obviously missing things such as Spark Doll compatibility and Cyber Card... excuse me, Cyber Card functionality. And then this one is just straight up the Ultra Zero I Neo. Oh gosh, why am I touching the lens? But this is just straight. This is straight up the Ultra Zero I Neo with a bracelet. So I love all 3 of these. So that's how I'm gonna conclude it. But now we're on to the second portion of this unboxing. I'm gonna put the Ultra Zero Eye in the Cross Dragon. I don't know where to put the X divisor. I might put it on top of the Ride Watch holder, because sparkling's on the Mi Ride Watch holder. I need to stop touching the screen. Okay, this is gonna get thrown in the icon / ultra accessory box. And then obviously here's the Trigger Eye, my first eye toy. Gosh. I do like how, I guess this is like, these are supposed to combat each other for obvious reasons. You can put an eye on an eye. I really love the Trigger Eye. I like all eyes. I just need the Ultra Zero Eye Neo, I guess both versions. So let me put these behind me. Although it's not the best. Trigger. Yeah, these Ultraman stuff behind me, or being behind me, isn't good, but I need to remove my cross-charge Domperizing card. Is this supposed to be like in the setting of the factor where Hazard, or like he was abused by Hazard? Like, I guess so. And then the X Spark doll is just gonna stay there until I actually do review the X divisor. So, time for us to dive in our Legend Rider Progrise Keys. Because we have 11 to go through. So here's Decade. That's fun and such. So we'll cut in here he is, our first Legend Rider Progrise Key. I don't know how he was supposed to go back, honestly. I do like these side images of like 01 and the Rider, although like all the 01 images are just the exact same. I do think like the setup is interesting because it's like completely inverse with like how the typical Progrise keys are set. Anyways, this is kind of loose. I don't like that, but and I think the Legend Rider Progrise keys do a thing where the front is different, but then the base is like the entire color, so they're kind of like coloring wise, they're like ride watches.
Destroy. Begin ability. Destroy. Begin ability.
And also because of, we're just going to use one item per thing because that's how I want to do things. So obviously,
Surpriser. Destroy. Authorize. Surprise.
Destroyer of Earth Worlds. What?
Destroy. Cannon riding blast.
So that's it for you, Decade. So that's it for Decade. Now, picking the shot riser back up. Geo. He's in a silver, which is interesting. I'm surprised they didn't try to like shove this and the 01 Ride Watch together. It's interesting that they didn't, because technically the only 01 Ride Watch canon is the another 01 watch. Huh, this one is pretty bulky. I don't know what that means, but typically there's no like fluff at the bottom. And this image of Geo is from the theme song and insert song collection cover, because that cover is entirely lazy. I don't know what 01's gonna do. They only have like one insert song, technically. Unless they just start announcing like, unless they just like, oh yeah, here, everyone else gets an insert song too. And it's like, okay. Like, especially because obviously everyone wants Fu to get one because this actor can actually sing. So I'm interested in that, but it's all on AVEX. So this reminds me so much of like his initial leak via Butabaso, this image. And like, a lot of people already pointed this out, but like he's actually like he's technically color swap out of Decade, which is interesting. And obviously there's a specific reason as to why these two were released together, because they're both the anniversary series. So
Driver. King. Authorize. Progrise. Legendo celebrate. Rider time in Geo. An honorable and kind demon king.
I really liked Flaming Tiger, but then at the same time, I'm like, obviously, you know, Wizard and Geo are the only two that share the same exact transformation. So I don't know what other one you would have given Geo. I also really like the attacks because, or for like phase 2, they're all instrumentals of their transformations. If their transformation doesn't have an instrumental already. But obviously we can't hear that with O's. Well, we cannot hear the finishers for O's through Wizard because they decided to make them candy toy. O's and Wizard are, it's 4 is a stupid Gashapon Gombarizing campaign. So here's Xaid, which with him it just feels natural for him here. Just because, I don't know, like, Progrise Keys are essentially Gashats, but not really. I don't know, I would say Ride Watches are more like Gashats. So this is the start of February. Even though these technically did release at the, for us, the end of January, but... So I guess at this point they just stopped like having like extra fluff at the end of these, which is good because it's kind of annoying, although like even though all I do is just shove these in here. But I can actually put it in. So here's Xaid, which he's a different pink than Decade, so that's good because they're pinks. He's magenta, Xaid's pink, and then obviously Geo's metallic pink. I don't know when I'll be able to get the other 5 because technically 4s is for like 3,000, but I don't really think that's worth it. Although that is cheap for a Gamba Rising exclusive, but and these images, I thought they would already just use the images they would put up on like the official sites, but they don't, which is interesting. So
Force Riser! Game! Force Rise! Interrupting Incubator! Saving patience on the first try.
that's so horrible. Jeez. Of course that doesn't click in. Xaid, like, honestly has one of my favorite, is like honestly one of my favorite jingles, just because it uses Amazing Hercules. Which is why when Xaid and Build got again, because initially I was like, I actually wanted to wait on them, but then like once I heard Xaid's jingle, I'm like, we gotta get this pair. So obviously, speaking of Build, here he is, and the way I'm doing this is the order I'm gonna I'm going to release them, because it's weird like that, because it's not like, I guess, I don't know. Geo, like, I guess it's not like Geo where, I don't know, I'm more used to that, like, organization rather than what they were doing here, because they were technically going backwards with the second phase, and then they just doing whatever. But then, like, I don't know, I guess, like, at least with Geo, you knew what order they were going in. But then, like, here, it's just like, well, people are technically going from, like, Build to Xaid, but I'm doing Xaid to Build and such, because they were technically going, like, oldest to newest. I should actually stop this right now, because it's at 25 minutes. That means I'm going to have to use an external hard drive, plug it into my laptop to remove this, because my computer is going to be fussy about it. Gosh. if I can put this in, like, his box is, like, slanted. Okay. Man, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. The build's at the point, like, he's like 2 years old, and now he's like a Legend Rider status. It's just weird. It's obviously red and blue, but then this just looks awkward. Well, yeah, I forgot to look at the QR codes. This is 090. 100. Jeez. 98. 098. And 099. Oh my gosh, there's 100 Progrise Keys? Oh my gosh. I don't know why, like, I understand the pronouncing build in Japanese, but see, I can't tell if they're just making generic exploding sounds or they're actually using, like, sounds from the series or off of the Progrise key itself, or the sound that they're basing it off of. But from what I know, that sounds nothing like Shooting Wolf's finishers or finisher. But yeah, so here's Drive. I don't know, I kind of just thinking about Drive. I feel like, I don't know, Drive, I feel just kind of got shafted entirely. Probably because, like, after Build, honestly, of, like, what the Evil Driver started doing with him, and then, like, them, like, scrapping his, like, Legend Mix form and such. Like, I don't know. Now, and then, like, what Geo did with Drive, it's just, like, I feel so bad for the series. Like, yeah, they did cover the brain. I still need to watch that. Maybe that'll make me, like, feel good about Drive again, but I don't know. I feel like Drive is just... I feel like it's getting treated horribly. Like, I understand, like, the main actor is now, like, he's now become, like, a really popular actor, so I feel like I've seen this image before. I feel like I know this image. Drives boxes on the side. So I can't really verify it, but... And he's the only ability so far that's, like, long. Oh, okay, wait. Not until the next one. 096. And the red is actually... The shade of red is actually pretty interesting. See, this image I know, because this is literally just the promo image, because I can tell from, like, the shoulder. Because he's, like, looking more towards, like, the right. That's an interesting sound to pick. Okay, so this one's, we're gonna get into unique situations because obviously I don't have a Zetsumer riser and the Raid riser isn't coming out until August, so we're gonna have to use this for now. I don't think any of the Legend Riders look good in this. I'm still waiting for them to really to announce a premium set on the 5 Raider. Is it 5? Crushing Buffalo, Splashing Whale, Dynamiting Lion, Storming Penguin, and Scouting Panda. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to announce a premium Bandai set of those because I speculated at first before the scans of March, is that the Raid Riser, the premium Bandai release of the Raid Riser was going to be like the Zetsumer Riser, where it would have released with 2 Progrise Keys, Dynamiting Lion and Scouting Panda, because we don't have confirmation of those 2. But no, they decided, but then they announced Fighting Jackal, and I was like, well, maybe they will release Fighting Jackal with the Slash Riser because, future stuff. But no, they're just going to release the Raid Riser with Fighting Jackal. So we don't know what's going to happen with those 5 Progrise Keys. But I really do hope they announce a premium set of those, because I'll obviously definitely get those. So yeah, here's Ghost, by the way. What is going on here? How much goes does he use? Go, going. Okay, so 3. What's this? Did I pop the bubble wrap? Oh, fuck. But yeah, I guess if you can tell, yeah, I did pre-order Raid Riser. Surprisingly, we did it right away. So here's Ghost. Going Ghost. I think it's weird his ability is invisible. Yeah, it makes sense, but we had Destroy, King, Game, Genius, and Full Throttle. I was like, wait, who came? I'm getting confused by my own order. And also, I actually do like just how this looks overall. If I do look at yeah, so all these have this same base. It's just I'm just not I guess I'm just not used to the front being different. Trying to give that illusion.
Invisible. Ghost ability.
Oh.
Invisible. rise. Go, go, go! Going Ghost! Fight with the power of heroic souls.
I really like Ghosts too.
Invisible!
I really wish with the Legend Riders they changed this up. I just wish they, like...
Go, 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 going blast!
I forgot. For some... Okay, with Ghosts, like, they do use the instrumental with the transformation, but... They forgot to turn off the off tracks? The vocal tracks? Like, the backup vocals? Because this is like an off vocal version of the transformation. You can still hear, like, the go, 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 go stuff. But, I don't know. I understand, like... I like the fact with these Progrise Keys, they still keep consistent the standby, but honestly... I just wish that they changed it. Or if, like, they were different. Like, honestly, with, like, the Zetsumirai Keys, Awakened Caucasus, it's so weird for me to call it that. Because I just want to call it Bowser's Progrise Key, but I call it by its full name. I still need this one. But... I don't know, it's just like, I kind of wish they did change it a bit, like, take the liberty to do so. But, so, yep, now we're taking a big jump and looking at double, so. And obviously this picture of double they've been using for 10 years, and it's, like, these pictures of double are, like, annoying to me, because it's just, like, I'm not annoyed at this one, but, like, I forget they romanize it here, but... I don't know, like, Double's like the writer I'm so sick of seeing the same images for. I think Kabuto's like a close second. Like, give me new pictures. Like, most of these color schemes are honestly just the Ride Watch color schemes. Which, and like technically the Ride Watch color schemes are the Gashat colors schemes. So, the big, like, I'm just so sick of the color scheme they pick for O's. It's like, we get it. It was clever with the Gashat because the LED represented the LED of the Gashat represented the red. But with everything else, because the LEDs are white, it just doesn't work. It just stands out. But then you get to see the red of here. And obviously, because this was known since yesterday, but for some reason, Bam Presto is going to put up a prize version of a Rider Gashat, the half-boiling Joker Progrise Key, in which its ability is Last Memory, and it's just going to be the same as Fours and Hibiki, but if you don't know, basically Hopping Kangaroo and Trapping Spider, so it's going to be in that same build.
Memory!
That looks like Fang Joker.
Double ability! Memory! Double ability!
So, speaking of Trapping Spider,
Memory! Memory! Authorize. Shut rise. Counting double. One great detective.
these lights.
Memory! Crime counting blast!
I think we're done with this for now because I don't have 4s. So now we're on to Dime. I think this guy released the same. No, the single good driver got released a week earlier. Like, you guys already know how, like, upset, or just how, like, upset I am about the re-release. I don't like it at all. Because it's just, I might as well just get one off of Monarake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I should know that I'm not supposed to keep it flat. I really like Dime. It's just like, I feel like Dime as a series, like, yeah, like, it did get a stage show, the Zangetsu stage play and such. Like, I understand there's technically nothing more to do with the series because they're already concluded, but it's like, I would just like, I want more Dime, but they just keep, I don't know. I really want more of Dime. That's just how much I like the series, but I don't know where I'm going with it. I actually still want the Zangetsu Kachidoki Arms Ride watch, but
Juicy! Gaimu's ability! Juicy! Gaimu's ability!
and I think here we'll actually get to use the 01 driver. Because, this is technically a 01 form. However, it's a Zaya Progrise Key. Yeah, I actually did replace the battery, so.
Magnificently.
The fact they use the Sparking Giraffe.
Unstaging!
I obviously won't do this in the review because I don't think I have plans on like bringing this back at all after I review it, just because it just doesn't do that much. But you know, I have to respect that this like Sparking Giraffe is a Zaya Progrise Key, so it's just that and Exciting Stag are the only two that we don't know that are gonna be Raiders. So here's Kua, which I'm actually happy that he got released early. I'm just happy as a whole that they didn't bother, like they didn't do the same shtick they do where they would just release the first half of Heisei as premium Bandai. Like, that's the positive thing. That, like, the positive thing is that all 20 Heisei riders are retail. However, 5 of them are Gashapon Candy Toy and weird DX quality candy toy hybrids. I don't know what you call them because they would technically be categorized under the buildable, but you don't build any Progrise Keys. So, yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, okay, you build the Gashapon ones, but that's it. Like, that's why they're called the Gashapon ones. You build them. But if they have, like... I guess that's why they didn't do buildable Progrise Keys. Because you already have to build the Gashapon ones. So... thumbs up in Kuga. And again, like, the same gold scheme they always do for him. Now, I'm doing this under assumption because Kuga's the first Progrise Key they released that we don't even know whose jingle it is. A lot of things are saying it's Dynamiting Lions, which I can kind of get, but I don't know. It's just kind of funny because, like, honestly with these, I'm actually surprised they were actually going into, like, the ones that weren't even like DX ones, or like the ones that weren't even the like initial ones. Like, again, like Drive, we got Stormin' Penguin. Double, we got Trapping Spider. Dime, we got Sparking Giraffe. And then with Kuga, we don't even know who he is. So I'm just gonna do this one because this is technically supposed to be the raid riser. I just like how that went. This toy's still like finicky. Like, the Force Riser is just a really finicky toy. Like, I remember seeing this, like, even like Leon channel, like, he actually addressed the issue too, and he thought like getting a second Force Riser would have actually, like, you know, helped, because like what I thought was like, oh, they did a new rendition of the Force Risers that actually fixed the problems, and no, they still had the same issue. I don't know if it was him getting a second one. Well, I think it mostly was him just getting a second Force Riser just to see if the problems were fixed, and obviously they're not. That's how faulty the Force Riser is, and I hope the Cyclone Riser doesn't follow that, but sadly it will. Obviously, here's Ryuki. So, obviously, I was really excited for this one. This is inaccurate. Same with Gimes. Like, you can't just group you can't just call everyone Sengoku warriors. They're not all from the Sengoku era. We have only like 3 of them. Not 3, but this one gets me more. They're not Dragon Knights. Only 2 of them are Dragon Knights. But obviously everyone with Zetsumi Riders can now use this one because of how, I guess, similar the Zetsumi Rider is to the V-Buckle. I wonder where the V comes from with the V-Buckle. I'm running 28 minutes again. That's not 28, 25 minutes again. It's going to be fun moving these videos out. And for a precaution, I'm just going to right away get my laptop and like get the hard drive, move them out. Okay. So I want to see, like, this is the thing too with the naming schemes. These are literally like, okay, these are different from the Gashats because like these ones are just trying to add an ing to it, like add an adjective. I don't know how you would describe it, but excuse me. But like Ryuki, and like Ryuki's Gashat is named Mirror Lavern Ryuki. This one's Final Venting Ryuki. So it's just like I want to keep mixing the two around. 083. 081? Who's 080 then? Who did we 095 and 091. So yep. There's Ryuki. And then this one, we actually need the 01 driver because of things.
Mirror! Authorize. Progrise! Searching Dragon Knife! Final! Venting Ryuki! One who can't survive without fighting.
Yeah, Ryuki uses Breaking Mammoth, so this is technically the only official Breaking Mammoth I have until actually getting Breaking Mammoth.
Final venting! Impact!
So, yeah, while I was trying to do that, those four toppled over. So, oh, we're getting to our last Rider Progrise Key. As Ryuki toppled over. Turn up in blade. Have you really betrayed us? Ah. I like that Garen Rouser does that. Man, the CSM Garen stuff is amazing. It's literally just filled with memes. Would have been cool if Gates summoned it. But he only summoned like 2 weapons. The Wing Lancer, apparently it's called. I never figured out what Knight's weapon was called. But it was called the Wing Lancer, and then the Zero Gasher. Turn up in blade. Oh yeah. These two literally have the same silver back, which is kind of sucks. Does Geo have the same back too? Man, that really sucks. We have 3 We have 3 Progrise Keys that are literally the same. But, where's the gain? No, Decades is wider, so. Or lighter, I should say. Let me compare the reds. Yeah, Cruise is definitely lighter than Ryuki's. And I want to say Builds is darker, but they seem the same. Or these seem the same. Like, I can tell Ryuki's different, but... Huh. Well, at least we don't have as much red. We don't have as much red Progrise Keys, because that's the thing that annoyed me with the ride watches. We got a bunch of watches that had red screens. Because most of our primary riders are red. I guess this is a spoiler.
Joker! Rado's ability!
Where did the tab go?
Joker! Rado's ability!
And honestly...
Joker! Force rise. Turn up in blade! Underestimate with swords and arcs.
Oh wait, this is just horrible. Because the spade, like, it's literally just like a red dot in between a spade. And that's it with the Force Riser. Because half of these should have just been with... 3 of these should have just been the Raid Riser. But, yep. Here we are with the 11 Legend Rider Progrise Keys. In which, wow. I was not planning on like going all in on these, but then like just because I really like the English tech, I just like the Englishness of it. So I'm like, of course I had to get these. And yeah, I don't know why, but like I just want to spend time to speculate what the last 5 of these are going to be, jingle wise, just because I do think it's kind of fun. But because as of this recording, this is Tuesday. What day? 24th? I don't know. But next week, I think during like, so week 5, that's when Gashapon set 10 and Shokugan set 7 of Progrise Keys are supposed to get released. Set 7 isn't anything. It's literally just double drive Exade and Gaim. Because they... Or one of these two. But... So it's those 4, so they're not releasing anything new. Gashapon set 10 is Exade, Drive, Double, and Agito? Agito is obviously confirmed, but Double I'm questioning on. And obviously we have 5 more Legend Rider Progrise Keys, but we have like 7 more jingles that are still yet to be used, because obviously the 4 I don't have here. Hibiki uses Flying Falcon. O's uses Biting Shark. Force uses Russian Cheetah, and Wizard also uses Flaming Tiger. But Wizard's uses of Flaming Tiger makes sense because Wizard's fire-based. Flaming Tiger is fire-based too, which is why I'm like, I don't know what Geo could have been given, because Flaming Tiger works too, but it's just like, I don't like. You have so much variety, like you shouldn't reuse things. That's what kind of got me with Xaid. Especially with the Gashats. The premium ones, they just started using Doremi beats like level 2. It's like, stop it. I'm sick of it. But, me trying to go through what hasn't been used, obviously, and happily, we haven't used Rising Hopper, because obviously we would have expected that to be first, but I'm happy it hasn't. Freezing Bear hasn't been used. Sting Scorpion hasn't been used. And going into Zaya, oh, this is technically Zaya. Well, it is Zaya, but Gatling Hedgehog, Crushing Buffalo, I'm like, okay, I guess what I'm obviously excluding all power-ups, and obviously fighting Jackal, because that one is completely new. So no Amazing Caucasus, no Shining Assault Wolf, Metal Cluster, Rampage Gatling. None of those. No Burning Falcon either, obviously. And no Zetsumirai keys, for obvious reasons. So, I'm getting to Rising Hopper, Freezing Bear, Sting Scorpion, Crushing Buffalo. Yeah, Crushing Buffalo is technically the only Raider that we haven't heard. Raider one we haven't heard. Technically, Scouting Panda. Like, okay, so Rising Hopper, Freezing Bear, Sting Scorpion, Crushing Buffalo, Scouting Panda, Gatling Hedgehog, and Exciting Stag. But I want to exclude Scouting Panda and Exciting Stag because we haven't heard those. Although Exciting Stag is supposed to get released this month. I don't know they would delay a ticket promotion. So maybe we will get it this week along with Rampage Gatling, but I highly doubt it. But so we're down to 6 now, but I also kind of want to exclude Gatling Hedgehog, but I don't know. But then again, we got Trapping Spider. So then I also forgot about Hopping Kangaroo. So that's 9. But I'm excluding Exciting Stag and Scouting Panda. Down we're 7. So Agito. I think Agito's they actually put out, because Agito I think is triple flashing Agito, or his ability is evolution, but I think his like thing is like triple flashing because he has 3 forms. So his is like awakening the soul. So awakening the soul, triple flashing Agito, and then I think his text to speech thing is the warrior who fights for human rights, which is interesting. So I want to, like, for the sake of because I want to give him Rising Hopper because we haven't gotten a Rising Hopper. But then at the same time, I don't want a Rising Hopper to be stuck with a Gashapon. But then Russian Cheetah is in a sound Progrise Key. That's what I'm just gonna call them. So maybe. But then like trying to like think through with the other ones. Could it be Freezing Bear? Because the Freezing Bear is Attention Freeze, and I think Awakening the Soul can work because they actually do change the structure of the jingles to work by extending it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rising Hopper and Freezing Bear with Agito. Fies, I don't know. I don't know these four, honestly. Agito was just the one I looked at because I didn't actually know. But I think just now this is just going to be through my own my own preferences. But I think Fies, no, Fies was the one I was trying to figure out what to do with. But then because I remember Gatling Hedgehog, I might give him Gatling Hedgehog. Because I think the tempo could work with Fies, but I don't know. Fies is exceeding Fies, right? No, his abilities exceed. I don't know. I was actually gonna give Fies Hopping Kangaroo because of its dimension sounds can go along with the phone sounds. So Fies, I can say Hopping Kangaroo or Gatling Hedgehog. Kabuto, I would love to be Crushing Buffalo. I think because his is clock up in Kabuto. So I think Crushing Buffalo would work with it really well. Yeah. Crushing Buffalo I'm definitely on with Kabuto. And then Deno. I was going to give Deno Freezing Bear, but if we we technically have, see, this is difficult because it could be Exciting Stag or Scouting Panda, but we don't know the transformations of those. So man, so Rising Hopper, Freezing Bear, Sting Scorpion. This is just from what's released. Crushing Buffalo, Hopping Kangaroo, and Gatling Hedgehog. Ori visiting Den-O. I think I might still stick with Freezing Bear with Den-O. They can work train sounds in. But, and Kiva, just like Kabuto, I'm gonna stick with Sting Scorpion. It could work with Kiva. Kiva used Dangerous Zombie. But then Agito used Dangerous Zombie too. But then I don't know, what I prefer with what they're doing here with the Legend Progrise Keys and the Legend Gashats is that they're just, obviously because it's not two sounds that they're doing the same thing, but I feel like they're doing way more with it than what the Gashats were doing. The Gashats, in my opinion, they were just, because of the fact they're using level 3s, level 3 jingles within level 2s and level 2s within level 3s, it kind of became a mess. And then obviously a lot of the jingles got heavily unused, while with here it's just they're actually doing a really good job at almost utilizing all of them. We just have like 6 of them left. Like we have like around 6 left, and 1 and 2 that reuse each other. So I think they're doing really good right now. But I guess with the Legend Rider, like, I might put this as a verdict. Whatever, like, the last Legend Rider Progrise Key I actually gained could be Joker. Unless I don't know if they're gonna announce more. Obviously, I like meta items, so I would really like if there's a 0-1 Progrise Key. What I'll call it, like, Progrising. I don't know, something like, it has to be Progrising and like 0-1. So like jumping, Progrise, jumping 0-1, rising. Gosh, because I'm like, can't be rising 0-1. It can't, because like, the thing with these ones is that they mostly stick with 2 words for some reason. Hibiki's the only one that sticks with 1 word. Hibiki's just drumming Hibiki. But then you get ones like, already visiting Deno. It's just like, okay, it sounds like a fan sub. But, well, okay, technically Ghost is like, essentially just going Ghost, but then it's go, 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 going. But, yeah. Like, I think Kamen Riding and Rider timing work, because obviously that's the whole point. But I don't know how a 0-1 one would go. But then, like, my rule is that it can't use the jingle that it's originated from. Like, so 0-1 cannot just use Rise and Hopper because he's 0-1. He has to use, like, his own. Or he has to borrow from something else. So, like, I think when I was trying to make up, like, X8 ones, I was trying to, like, do them without using jingles from their arsenal. So, like, X8 couldn't use Mighty Action X. So I made him use, like, level 3 of, like, Boxo Bike and then, like, Tao Fantasy. So level 50, like, Agito. Something like that. But, so if there is a 0-1 Progrise Key, I would love for that to be, it might be a movie ticket promotion. Who knows? It might not even be DX, but then again, Gatling Hedgehog was, so. And yeah, for this whole time I was playing with the 0i. I love this so much. But yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to do that for fun. I might do a Twitter thing on that. Just because I actually want to, well, if people actually do respond, I actually want to hear, like, people's speculations too. Because it's like, you know, I want to actually try to engage in the community, although I'm nothing. So, yeah, that's literally it. I technically now need the, ultimate brace. I wonder, I think it would be cool if they actually did re-release the Saga brace, although that toy is really old. But I would just really like, because now we need the eyes. Or we need the thing to summon the 0i. Because then, like, literally with this, they just, like, pull it out and it's like... like, you just pull it out of your, like, jacket and, like, transform. But, man, this makes this makes 0 look like albino. Okay, not on camera, but my eyes, well, I can see the yellow, but I should end this pretty soon, but this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people.